Hurts takes the snap. He's back. He's going to run. He's in! Touchdown! Jalen Hurts! The Eagles are just devouring the Giants. And it is A.J. Brown again! Another touchdown!
There you go.
Welcome back to the Linc Lineup. We are back. This is episode 24. I think we landed on, and who we got? James Bradbury's one. We got
I was gonna say Bradbury. Who else?
Kerry Williams, if you remember him, Burnt Toast. We got him. Oh boy, 24. Sheldon Brown, that's a good one.
Corey Graham, 2024.
You know who won number 24? Namdi Asamoah.
Namdi Asamoah. What a guy. If you had to be there. He's had to be there in that time, the dream team.
There you go.
Which was
Jordan Howard.
Jordan Howard was interesting.
Display of the year you got here.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot he was 24.
I'm still thinking Corey Graham. Was he 24?
Yeah, he was.
Graham was.
Yeah.
What a pool.
Sheldon Brown back in
Yes, Sheldon Brown, yeah. And then no, not Bobby Taylor. Bobby Taylor was 21.
And Ryan Matthews.
Ryan Matthews with one T. Fun fact.
Yeah.
Got that confused. Because we had Jordan Matthews and Jordan Matthews had two T's.
Yes.
But anyway, we're gonna call this one oh boy. We'll call it the Namdi one, We'll call it the Namdi episode. Had to be there though. That was a year. We had him, we got Dominic Rogers from Marty, Vince Young,
Jason Babin.
Yeah, who was running back we got?
Who's running back?
Ronnie Brown. Got him. Pull it out. I got it. Ronnie Brown. Because Ronnie Brown, it was like a 1 yard run he needed. He got stopped and then threw it back to the quarterback. Terrible time to be alive.
Was that the offseason we signed Frank Gore?
No, Frank Gore was like it was like 2014.
Was it a couple years later?
Yeah, that was like I think that was like Ryan Matthews that season. Forever.
Ryan Matthews. That's right. He was the same as DeMarco Murray.
Yeah, forever an Eagles legend.
Yes.
His jersey will be in the rafters for as long as the Eagles are a franchise.
Right next to Miles Jack.
Yeah, he went back to the Steelers, I think, or he's talking about going back to the Steelers. Yeah,
Is he?
Yeah.
What the hell?
It is what it is. But yeah, welcome back. We're happy to be back. We took about a week and a half off because the Eagles, had a bye week. So we took a bye week as well. I played 2K, Bryce played 2K, Josh probably played 2K as well. That's pretty much what we did. Nothing productive, Being an Eagles fan is stressful. Being a super fan is very stressful. You feel the highs, the lows, and after that Cowboys game, I need a smoke break. Now I don't smoke, so that's where we were, and I'm back. I'm ready for the second half, and we got a fun episode for you guys. We're going to talk about we're going to do a second half preview show because we are in the second half. We're going to do a fun little award segment for the midseason awards, and then we're going to preview the Chiefs Eagles game a little bit. But I don't like doing preview shows just because it's all watered down. You can hear it anywhere you listen to an Eagles podcast, just because we're all going to say the same thing. Hey, our secondary sucks. We got to find a way to stop Travis Kelce. Oh, Patrick Mahomes is really good. He's going to find a way to make it happen, so we got to stop it. Jalen Hurts, is his knee okay? You're going to hear the same thing. Whereas I feel like a review show, it's a little different. But we'll still talk about it anyway. But with that being said, we're going to start with injuries. And Bryce, I think you have them up, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Yeah, that's one.
So as of yesterday, the injury report was Dallas Goedert did not practice. He's out. For some reason, they still haven't thrown him on IR, correct?
They think he'll be back for the Cowboys game or as early as the 49ers game.
That'd be nice.
It won't happen, but
yeah, that'd be impressive.
Yeah. So Justin Evans, he got activated for the 21-day window, I thought. Yep. But he had a limited practice with his knee. He's out for the game. Grant Calcaterra with a concussion, Cam Jurgens with a foot, and Bradley Roby with a shoulder were on the injury report, but they all had full practice. So expect them to play.
Yep. We get Cam Jurgens back, and then Dallas Goddard going down. We got Grant Calcaterra. Man, what a guy. So yeah, that's the injury report. Nothing too surprising there, I guess. Derek Barnett's out for personal reasons. I don't know if you said that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Personal reason being he's ass. And we don't want him on the team anymore. Surprised we didn't trade him away for corn chips and
That's soda.
bottle of water. I'll take a diet soda over a bottle of water. I'm not gonna lie to you. But
I don't. It depends on what soda.
I'll take a diet soda.
Diet Coke, I'll throw up.
Okay. Now we open this up. Diet Coke is terrible. Coke Zero is delicious.
Coke Zero is. I don't think I've had it enough to give an opinion on it.
Coke Zero is really good. Yeah.
Diet Mountain Dew.
Diet Mountain Dew's ass.
Wow,
It's good.
It's ass. Every citrus flavored diet drink is ass.
I don't know about that. The worst one that I ever had probably was Sunkist, like Diet Sunkist.
I never had
My great
that.
grandma used to buy that all the time. I would. Oh, it was awful. It was god awful.
Diet Dr. Pepper's good.
I hate original Dr. Pepper, so I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you how the diet is.
I actually like Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar over that Dr. Pepper. Even though I feel like the zero sugar things taste like a little flatter, I like it because it's the diet like aftertaste thing is not like punching you in the back of the throat, you know. So I like it. But yeah, let's move on. Do we want to do the preview or the midseason awards?
Let's do the preview first.
Preview.
Because I had something to bounce off the injury report.
All right. So do we talk about the Chiefs or do we want to say that for last?
Let's go. Let's talk about the Chiefs first.
All right. Let's talk about it.
Actually, no. Let's go with the Eagles first because I had something to bounce off of the whole injury report.
What are we going with first?
Talk about. We're talking about the preview, correct?
Oh yeah, for like the Eagles Chiefs game.
Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah.
So talk about the Eagles first.
Go for it.
The Chiefs. All right. So bouncing off of the injury report. So the Cam Jurgens thing. Well, I was kind of thinking about it. So at the beginning of the year, our run game was very, very good. I think getting Cam Jurgens back is gonna. I think it could bring it back to that level because I honestly think that Cam might be one of the reasons that our run game has gotten worse these past few weeks. Because if you kind of go back and watch the film from the first 3 games or so, Cam was playing really good. Cam was playing really, really well, and I don't know. I kind of wanted to throw that in there. I think that could be he could be a big factor into this game.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll just get the Chiefs Eagles game out of the way, and then we'll go preview the rest of the season. Yeah, Cam's going to be. I feel like he's going to help out with the run game. I don't think it's the end all be all. I think DeAndre Swift just hasn't looked as sharp as he did his first 3 games that he had. I think somebody said something. I can't remember what the stat was, but like he ran for like the first 3 games. He had like 600 something yards, and then the last like 6 games he's had like 100 something yards. It hasn't been good. I can't remember the exact numbers, but it hasn't been great.
Yeah.
But I do think getting him back will help. But I think if Jalen can get his legs going just a little bit, because we don't know where he's at with his knee still, but if he can become a little bit of a threat, I feel like we'd be like in the driver's seat as far as like the running game goes because you got to honor Jalen, but he hasn't looked good all year, so I don't know. But that is that. Our offense is going to have to make something happen because I don't trust our defense at all. So it's probably going to be a shootout if I had to guess. But good news is Taylor Swift won't be there, so Travis Kelce won't have a great game. So there's that.
I don't know. You would kind of think it'd be the complete opposite.
No, but
Her
stats.
not being there is
No,
just.
stats show it. Stats show it. Whenever she's there, he goes off for 150 plus yards every game.
Who's
Whenever he's
telling
not,
you that? The Swifties?
no, it's on the broadcast. Like,
oh yeah, exactly. The Swifties.
no, I'm talking about like fucking Tony Romo is saying it.
He's a Swiftie, bro.
Whatever. But it's. Do you guys think that the Super Bowl like rematch thing is like being overblown? Do you think they actually care, or do you think like it's like it's okay, like it's how they actually feel?
I think you're just calling it how it is.
I think we definitely care more than they do.
Probably, yeah probably.
I don't think the Chiefs care really.
Yeah,
they're like, yeah. We beat you guys anyway. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Is like we beat them, and we're like, yeah, we got our get back, and then they're like, who the fuck cares? I'm not gonna be like that. I can promise you that. I want to play them at the end of the year again and beat them. But
yeah. One thing is I'm excited to see us play on a fucking field that's actually sustainable and you can actually play on. Because I mean we all know how the Super Bowl went. Fucking edge rushers were just neutralized. I mean you couldn't rush at all. So I'm kind of excited to see how the pass rush is, how that goes.
Flashbacks.
Yeah. So I'm glad you brought that up. Because I'm at work and this kid is like, "Hey Chase, what's up?" And I'm like, "Hey man, I'm hanging in there. I'm working. He's like, "Yeah man." He's like, I'm hoping the Chiefs beat the Eagles on Monday Night Football." And I was like, "You don't mean that." He's like, "Yeah, dude." And he put out his phone. He is like a Travis Kelce, like Patrick Mahomes, like case. And I was like, "Oh," I was like, "You don't really mean that." He's like, "Oh yeah, I do." And then I was like, "All right, cool." We were busy, so I couldn't talk to him. But then later on, I went back there and talked to him, and he's like, everybody says that the field like hurt the Eagles. He's like, but we had to play on it too. He's like, that's not an excuse. I was like, dude, I was like, they've been like the edges, like they're it's
if you had rushers who rely on their pass rush is to outrun somebody around them, yeah, you would say the same thing too.
Like how fun it must have been to be a tackle, offensive tackle in that game. Just where are you going? Oh, you're slipping. Yeah, yeah. Don't stick that cleat too far in there. You're gonna slip.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. But
I know the interior of the Chiefs line is really good with Joe Thuney and Creed Humphrey. Trey Smith, I'm pretty sure is the other tackle or the other guard.
Yeah.
But them three are really solid. Orlando Brown does not play there anymore, correct?
No, we talked about those, remember?
Yeah, talked about it on Xbox, correct. So I don't know who their tackles actually are anymore. Josh, if you could.
Josh is on the case. Yeah.
Josh can give me an update on that. But anyways, I know that's their strength of their offensive line is their interior. So it's gonna be. I'm excited to see Jalen Carter go up against Creed Humphrey.
I see a triple team, won't be upset though.
Yeah, you're going to. So be prepared to be upset.
Like somebody said something on a podcast. They're like, if you're getting triple team, like he's young, so he's gonna try to fight through it. He's like, if you're triple team as a vet, you don't fight it. You just stand there. And you're like, hey boys,
let's calm down.
We're just here. We're playing. Let's get this play over with.
Yeah.
But
see you on the next one.
save energy.
So the tackles are Donovan Smith is the left tackle.
That's right.
And the right tackle is Jawan Taylor.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't remember which is the one like in the first game that literally looked like he was jumping false start he has a massive kickback step, like very quick. Just it looks like he's flying off the ball little early, but it's gonna be interesting to see because if I'm not mistaken, Jawan Taylor came from Jacksonville, and I remember him being pretty good in Jacksonville. So I'm interested to see on how the matchup's going. I'm just excited for Hassan, dude. Hassan's been balling lately.
I'm excited for football again. 2 weeks. 2 weeks is rough. 2 weeks is rough. But yeah, I don't like I said, I don't want to talk about this too long because we could talk about this all day long. Obviously, what I said earlier about finding a way to stop Travis Kelce, that's gonna be the biggest thing. This is probably one of the weakest receiving cores we'll face all year long. Because who they got? They got Scott Moore, Bryce, the rookie, right?
Scantling.
And he's ass.
Marquez.
Yeah. MVS is bad. But it's like
MVS is so hit and miss though. He could either go for 2 catches or go for $120 and a touchdown.
Tell you what, if you want him to go off, James Bradbury, on him. But no, I'm just kidding. I believe in you, James. Just keep on playing.
See, I don't know if James is getting worse or if the scheme that we're playing is kind of like messing him up, because we've played a lot of zone, and when you play a lot of zone, you're not pressing anybody. James Bradbury is a press corner just because of his length, and if you give somebody 5 to 8 yards to get a running start against him, it's not going to work. It's not going to go well.
Yeah.
So that's what I've watched from like all 22s, and he's just getting ran by. Like they're just running right by him. So I don't know if I think something's got to change there.
Yeah. I'll say this. Kevin Byard's going to be a big person to watch this game to see if he still has it, because a lot of people are saying that he might be cooked. That's what the streets are saying, and we can't be having that. Especially whenever we celebrated that like we won the Super Bowl. We can't be having that. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Bradley Roby's back. Will he be able to at least like stop the leak? Because right now we got a massive flood going. The dam is busted. We got to patch it somehow. If he can patch it and stop it just a little bit, that'd be great. But I feel like the offense is going to do what the offense is going to do. They're going to put up points. They're going to put up probably tons of yards. I know
our red zone offense is drastically improved since the beginning of the year.
They have. But you know what? Screw it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Bryce, give me your prediction for the game.
34-17, go Birds.
All right, damn. All right. Josh, give me your prediction for the game.
It's going to fucking hit. I'm telling you.
I'm going to say 35-31 Birds.
Jesus Christ, dude, that throws me back to the Super Bowl. Wasn't it kind of like that score last year?
38-35.
Oh. I can't take another one of those games.
So I will say this. If you look at ESPN, everybody has ESPN on their phone, I'm assuming. You look at the match predictor, they have the percentage of us winning is 39.2%. They have us losing the next
like the next 3, ain't it?
4. They have us losing to the Chiefs, Bills, 49ers, and Cowboys.
Okay. I can see Chiefs, 49ers, and Cowboys. Dude, I don't see how they're projecting us to lose to the Bills, especially at home. That team is fucked up, dude. I don't know what's going on with that team. Josh Allen, he stinks. That dude looks like he stinks.
Yeah, but you're not wrong.
But quick thing I want to throw in here, kind of a fun little thing. Kind of not really fun to bring back memories, but funny discussion. So what was your in the moment immediate reaction when the clock hit 0 during the Super Bowl? Where were you at? What did you immediately do? And how did you react for the rest of the night?
I was at my mom's. I wasn't mad because I didn't want to believe it, I was in like denial, just like, it's not over. It's not really over. I didn't actually get like upset until like a month later. But in the moment, my mom's friend was like, "Why is Chase so mad? It's just a football game." And then my mom said, "Well," my mom was trying to be nice, and my mom's been an Eagles fan too. She's been with me along for the ride. She's like, "Well, we couldn't have lost to anybody better than Big Red." I was like, "No, like we're not doing that. It doesn't help, Mom." But That's where I was. I had drank. I started drinking at 9 o'clock that morning.
I think we both did. I think I FaceTimed you right as I woke up.
And yeah, I woke up, drank some beer because I was nervous, and then like 4 o'clock, I stopped drinking. I was like sober by the time the game started.
Locked in.
Locked in, and sad. There was a moment there where I thought we were going to win that, and we were going to win it by big.
So the point of the AJ Brown touchdown is what I was like, dude, we're about to beat the fuck out of this team, dude.
I think the moment I thought we'd lose was whenever Jalen fumbled the ball, though. I was like, we cannot have that. I think we were up 7, and we were going down the field to score if he doesn't fumble it, and we had been up 2 possessions going into half. It just didn't work out. But
Josh, what about you?
Yeah, I was at a bar with a buddy of mine who's also an Eagles fan. Hadn't seen him in a while, so we were meeting up to watch the Super Bowl. And I was just, I remember by the time the clock hit 0, my head was in my hands. Couldn't believe it. Didn't want to believe it.
Yeah.
Can't believe the season we had ended that way. And oh man, it sucked, especially because there were a bunch of Chiefs fans there too who were getting pretty rowdy.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't say shit to them. I was like, "Hey, you guys did this."
Yeah.
I was mad a lot. I was mad at the holding or at Bradbury for the penalty at the end. I was mad at the field. I was mad that they let the field for the Super Bowl be that shitty.
Yeah. So I was at a restaurant. They were hosting I'm good friends with the owners of the restaurant. So they threw a Super Bowl party there, but they just invited certain people. So they kind of locked the doors, and we all watched it there. But like Chase was saying, after that, for me, it was after the AJ Brown the long touchdown. I was like, we're good. This is smooth sailing. We're about to kick the shit out of this team. I was like, this is not even about to be close. The Jalen fumble didn't actually worry me that much. I thought it was kind of fluky. I was like, yeah, fuck it. I was like, that's not going to really decide the game. But it kind of swung the momentum. But the thing that made me the most mad, so one of the workers, her husband came. This motherfucker doesn't know shit from football. He doesn't know anything about it, but he saw that I was so invested into it. He immediately started rooting for the Chiefs and just didn't care about anything. Dude, let me tell you, I was so drunk and I was so mad. I told him, I literally told him, I said, you just say another fucking word to me, I'm gonna slit your throat right here in the middle of this restaurant. And he knew I was being completely serious. So the clock hit 0. I already I paid my stuff way before even before the fourth quarter. So whatever happened, I was immediately getting out of there. I saw Jalen throw the last little prayer, and I just see the ball dying. I just stood up and walked out. I was like, nope. I was like, I'm not even going to be here for the end of this. I didn't say nothing to nobody. I just got up, walked out. I went home, laid in bed, and I just stared at the ceiling for like the next 4 hours. I was fucking heartbroken. I couldn't even turn on. I wanted to turn on Sports Center just to watch something else, but that's all that was being talked about. I immediately turned it off, and I was like, I'm gonna bury this for months and act like it never happened.
Yep.
I was disgusted, dude.
Yep. It was tough. Last thing I'll say.
Right then and there, I decided, I was like, I will never watch another Super Bowl around anybody. I was like, I'm gonna sit in my house alone.
Yeah, that's something I would never do again. Just, do that. But I will say this, and then I'm gonna give my prediction for the game. We were robbed of what could have been a Jalen Hurts legacy drive at the end of the game. We were absolutely robbed of it. And if he would have took the Eagles down there, scored to secure the Eagles' second Lombardi, man,
they would have had to build 6 fucking statues of that guy right in front of the stadium.
Anytime a statue was built for somebody else, Jalen Hurts gets a statue right beside it because that guy built a city, and gave us life.
Dude, I will say this: I understand we lost. We lost that Super Bowl, but I've never seen a quarterback play as well as he did in that game. I really haven't. I get it. the fumble or whatever, but to me that shit was fluky. I mean, he kind of just lost it. But if you go back and look at his stat line doesn't really say incredible a lot. But I can't remember he had how many. He had 2 rushing touchdowns I know of.
He had 3, I think.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure
I
he had
think
4 touchdowns. Either 4 touchdowns total or
Yeah, the one that AJ Brown I think
it was either 4 or
passing
5.
touchdown, right?
I don't think the only one he
I don't think he
threw
threw
was to
another
AJ.
touchdown.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
But just going back and watching the game, I've never seen a quarterback with such like poise in a Super Bowl.
I haven't watched the game since
The 2-point conversion.
Yeah. Yeah, the 2-point conversion.
2-point
Clutch, dude.
conversion. Yeah, it was great.
Dude,
Yeah,
I thought he was fucked. I was like, there's no way he's getting there. Because he still had like 4 yards to go and he was just running east to west. And he was like, fuck it. I'm putting my shoulder down. I'm running through somebody.
Then throw the Quest, man. But
Oh my God.
fuck Quest.
Fuck
Fuck
Quest.
you.
Is
dude,
he
I
gonna come
was-
up again later in the show? No spoilers, but
Probably. But last thing I'll say is, now that I thought of it, is that definitely was Jalen Hurts slipping or like stepping on somebody's foot in that last throw. That wasn't a noodle arm. That was just he stepped on.
He slipped.
He
Did
slipped.
you watch it?
He slipped, or I think he stepped on
He-
somebody's foot though.
He slipped.
Slipped.
Yeah.
So fuck you for saying that your 10-year-old daughter could throw farther than Jalen Hurts. That's not the case here. He slipped. But we'll move on. Or
To be
actually,
fair, that was kind of a long throw too. I was like,
I had no faith. I don't know why I even like stood up acting like that ball's gonna have a chance.
yeah.
But, all right, my prediction. I do think we actually beat them by double digits. I think it's like 31-20. I think we are the best team in the NFL. I don't think it's close.
I think it's
But-
disrespectful that they have us lose the next 4 games.
Yeah, I don't know what ESPN's
That's crazy.
like analytical thing is smoking. They have us like the 7th best team. I don't know what's going on there, but you guys need to fix your little AI thing, because we can sit here and say the Eagles haven't played their best ball yet.
But the thing is about it, even though we're not playing our best ball, we're still the best team in the league.
Yeah.
That just shows you to what this team is capable of, though. Like we have holes in some spots, but just because I mean, what we find little holes, put that same scenario on a different team, that team is fucked. I mean, you know what I mean? Like that team is, it's not going to work.
You know, I think my biggest thing is I don't want the season to end where we're like, man, what if the Eagles could have just put like a run together of like their best ball? Because I think we can blow out the best teams if we can just put it all together. We might not see it until next year, honestly, but if we can win it all this year and maybe not play our best ball because our coordinators are still new and still learning, imagine what's going to happen next year. Yes, Jason Kelsey be a year older.
You're talking like a dynasty being built, dude.
Yeah. Like I know that everybody's getting older. We do have replacements like for them, except for Lane Johnson, which scares me. But we have like a plan moving forward. So, I hope they can put it together this year.
Yeah. My biggest fear for this team is you do so well. You get through this gauntlet. You got them 3 easy games at the end of the year. You win those 3, and somehow you come out and fall flat on your face in like the division round or the conference conference game or something.
I don't think it'll happen. I think if we get the bye, the divisional round will be a breeze. Then of course we'll play either the Lions or the 49ers.
See, I don't know though, because like that's another thing. Like I don't know what other team in the NFC kind of scares me enough to make me think that, but the Lions don't. The Lions don't scare me. I think the Lions are frauds.
I think the 49ers are frauds, and we'll get to that in a second. But Dallas scares me because CeeDee Lamb. That's all. That's the only reason why Dallas scares me. If we can stop CeeDee Lamb, you can beat that team easy. But you can't have CeeDee Lamb going off 300 yards in a game again. But we'll see what happens. Yeah. So I got 31-20, Eagles. So that brings up my total to 9-1. Next game, the Bills. I don't know how to go about this game because I think the Bills suck. I think the Bills are so bad. I feel like they were one of the most overrated teams the past couple years. Josh
Yeah.
Allen is exciting to watch if you're not a Buffalo Bills fan. If you're a Buffalo Bills fan, you must hate him because he just does not take care of
This
the ball.
he's the most sporadic fucking quarterback I think I've ever seen in a long time.
Yeah, and Bills fans, we know exactly how you feel because we had somebody just like him a couple years ago.
Dude, I was just about to say, bro, the best comparison I got for him is if 2017 Carson Wentz, if everything went bad that he was doing. Like, if you look back at 2017 Carson Wentz, everything he was doing miraculously went in a good way. This is everything if it went wrong.
Yeah, and so that team, I think vibes is like a important piece of success, right? Like if you like playing for each other with each other, you're gonna win more games than you lose.
Yeah.
I think the vibe check for the Bills is they hate each other. They
Stephon
don't
Diggs fucking hates Josh Allen.
yeah, and
It's pretty evident.
yeah. So you know if the Bills hadn't had this, I guess like meltdown because they lost the past 2 games, right? If I'm not mistaken.
They won today.
Oh, they won.
Yeah, they beat the Jets. pretty
Oh, it's the
badly.
Jets. Fuck them. Yeah, I forgot about that. Great for them. It still doesn't prove anything. I think we win. I
Who
think
did they
we
play
beat,
last week though? They played the Broncos and
yeah,
lost.
they lost. Yeah, and the Broncos aren't like they're not. I mean, they're good right now. They're hot, but like,
Well, they're beating Minnesota right now,
wish Javante Williams goes off so I can win fantasy.
but they're winning 3-0. So I mean, it's still
All right.
early.
Oh, damn it. But I think I have us beating the Bills, and I hate saying that because I feel like I'm a homer, but
Yeah,
I feel like we beat the Bills.
but you got to look into what's going on with with those two teams, and at the time that they're playing each other. So the Eagles are coming off a bye week this week. We have the Chiefs. Yes, I understand that's a big game that you have to emotionally and mentally get up for. But then you turn around and play a team like the Bills, who's has turmoil kind of going on. I understand. Like, this win probably helps them out mentally today.
So
I mean, but you got to go and you have to play Philadelphia 12 o'clock slot, correct?
no, no,
No,
late game
dude,
window.
what is going on, dude? My brain is so fucked up with these.
The next 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock game, whatever you want to call it, is the Cardinals, and that's second to last game of the year.
Well, even still, then you're in the prime. You're in a prime time slot. Like,
Kelly Greens, by the way.
that's Kelly Greens, and you're playing a team that's, for one, they have everything to lose right now. So I mean, that team's going to be coming out hot. That team's not going to take you light. I'm sure the Eagles still feel like the Bills are an elite team that they have to play. So, and I'm sure they're not taking too kind of the media saying they got this gauntlet that they're going to lose the next 4 games in. So, I don't know.
What you got, Bryce? What do you think? Win or loss?
Oh, I think we kicked the fucking shit out of them.
All right. So
I think that team is bad any way you look at it, really. That team's not sitting in a good space right now. I'll say that. Like, they don't have everything going good for them.
all right. And Josh, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that's definitely a win for us. I think we're kind of on opposite trajectories right now. I think the Eagles are trending up, Bills are trending down, and I think the game will definitely get up for us. It's not a team that we're going to overlook. We're not going to be like looking past them to the Niners. I think that's still a big game for us, just because of how much success the Bills have had in the last few years. So I think we'll be up for that game, and it almost doesn't matter if the Bills are or not, because I think we're just going to outplay them.
All right. So we got us going 9-1 going into the game against the 49ers. And so I have a question for you guys before I talk shit about the 49ers. Do you think that we are thinking we win this game because we're going to it and we just don't want to think that we lose it? Or do you think we actually think that we're going to win the game?
Josh, I'll let you go first.
So, I mean, I genuinely think that we are more likely to win than lose. But I also think we're the best team in the league. So, like, if you go game by game on an individual basis, like, yeah, I'm going to say we're going to end up winning every game. This isn't realistic. I mean, so I do think we're gonna win, but like this is probably of all the games in the rest of our season, besides the Chiefs game, maybe that's probably the game we have the highest chance of losing, realistically. Unless we like rest our
I don't know.
starters again.
I think the Dallas game in Dallas is probably one that.
Fuck them. We're going to win that
I'd
game.
rather play the Cowboys than the Niners.
So, leading up all year long, I've thought for two things buy into it. One, we're the best team in the league, as Josh has said. Two is another. We're going to this game, and Chase, if you haven't noticed, every game that we've went to so far, we're trending in a good direction. I ain't gonna say it, but we're heading in the right direction.
Yeah.
So these past couple of weeks, though, it has sat in with me like,
God damn it, Bryce! What do you say it for?
what?
What?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
What I say? These past couple of weeks have been sitting on my mind mentally that it is a very it's a very decent possibility that we lose the game, but I don't think we lose the game. If that makes sense. To me, myself, I don't believe we're going to, but it's a real possibility that we do. And I will be fucking disgusted and heartbroken if that happens. Yeah, because to me, the atmosphere, even before this game is even close to being played right now, it feels like it's a playoff game. It to me, deep down, it feels like the NFC Championship game again, because I can't fucking stand that team, dude. That they're starting to reach the level of hate that I have for the Cowboys. Like that's how much I dislike that team. I don't think Brock Purdy's it, for one. You take away Brock Purdy's weapons that he has, and he kind of showed you what kind of quarterback he is again in that Vikings game that they just played a couple weeks ago. So I don't I don't know. I'm very excited for that game though.
Yeah. I actually don't believe in jinxes, so fuck that. All I know is this is that the Eagles are a better team than the 49ers team. Yes, the 49ers have probably flashier players. Like Fred Warner is great. Debo's great. Brendan Ayuk can be great.
Debo's not great. Debo's a fucking gadget player. Fuck him. He's not great.
He's a bitch.
We'll give that man props. What the hell?
George Kittle is great. But like,
don't forget CMC.
I was gonna say,
fuck him.
Dude, that's the best player that they have. It is not even close.
I don't give a shit about him. After they pull that thing where they're trying to give him extend the touchdown thing last week, he couldn't get it. He fucking sucks in my book. I mean, they try to hand feed you that you couldn't get it. But Brock Purdy is just I feel like
to me, he's getting way too much hype than he actually it feels they need to be credited for.
I feel like he crumbles under pressure. I feel like whenever he faces like a good team or his back's against the wall, I feel like he's not the same player that like you see him against like average teams, While we're here,
do you think that kind of showed in the NFC Championship game in the small sample size that we had?
I don't understand why people think that they were going to win. Like I didn't think they had a chance to win that game. Like I think we're going to beat their ass regardless. But let's just go real quick. Let's go by game of who the 49ers have beat so far. The Steelers, who I don't buy into. Like they're a solid team, but I don't buy into them.
I don't even think they're a solid team, and I don't know why. I've watched Steelers games, and I don't know. I will say Najee Harris has kind of had a little resurgence as of late, from like what I've seen.
Jalen Warren kid's been pretty good too. But Kenny Pickett's not great. So like
George the Rams kind of had a down year too.
Yeah. They beat the Rams by 7, and the Rams are not great. The Browns are signing Joe Flacco. Nice. They beat the Giants, who are ass. Even with Daniel Jones, I believe. I think that was the game with Daniel Jones. They were ass. They beat the Cardinals, bad team. They beat the hell out of the Cowboys. Cowboys only beat bad teams. We know this, right? They lost to the Browns. They lost to the Vikings. They lost to the Bengals. They beat the hell out of the Jaguars, who I don't think are a good team either. And then I feel like that Buccaneers game that we just saw was a lot closer than the score indicated. The Buccaneers had 2 chances to score a touchdown. They just couldn't do it. I blame that on Baker.
Buccaneers, the Bucks were driving on that defense too.
Yeah.
Baker was doing well against that defense.
So I feel like they haven't beat like these like good teams. And like you could probably look at our schedule and say the same thing. But when we beat the Cowboys, which 49ers did too. And we beat the Dolphins, who you might call frauds. Like they're not this super team, and I feel like they get too much love, you know. And so that's why I think this Chiefs game for us is gonna be a big test. But I have us beating the hell of the 49ers. I think this is like a statement game where, you know, I feel like the outside noise of where like Eagles could be frauds. This is like the statement game because like yes,
this
the
is
Chiefs,
this is the shut the fuck up game.
yeah, like yes, the Chiefs are like the 1 and 2 like Eagles and Chiefs, you know, best teams in the NFL. But like the 49ers are what most people are predicting to come out of the NFC besides the Eagles. I feel like this is like they're not on our level, and we're going to prove it. And then it's going to be like a playoff game. The atmosphere is going to be wild.
Oh my god,
it's gonna be wild. People are going to be standing the whole game. I feel like it's going to be great. It's going to be a great game. So we all three got a win there, right?
Yep.
All right, so we're going to 10-1 going into to Dallas. At Dallas. I'll give us a loss there because I want to stick to my word. And you guys did not hold me accountable when I said fuck that, we're going to win. So you know, shame on you guys. I'm gonna give us a loss because I feel like we're not going to go undefeated in the division. I feel like that's just not ever going to happen. So I'm gonna give us a loss. Bryce, what do you think?
let me think here, because I'm trying to play some scenarios in my head on what could happen. Dude, something weird's telling me that we still win that game. We win in Dallas.
All right. Well,
I said at the beginning of the year this year though that we would lose that game, but I don't know, for something weird. I think we actually win that game.
All right, Josh.
All right. So coming our preseason prediction, I said that we were going to be 7-2 right now, not 8-1. I had us losing the first Dallas game and winning the second. We won the first Dallas game, but I'm going to flip-flop now and say that we lose the second one. Again, like I said earlier, like in a vacuum, if it was just a one-off game, I think we're the better team. I think we win. But just taking the whole season into account, the fact that you can't go undefeated, the fact that we usually split, I think we're going to lose the second Dallas game in Dallas.
All right. Then we're going to Seattle. 10-2.
This is the reason I said we were going to win in Dallas.
I got us going 10-2. Josh got us going in 10-2. Bryce is 11-1. I have us actually winning this. I predicted that we'd lose because we always lose in Seattle. But after watching the Seahawks for a couple of weeks now, I just don't think they're a good team. I think they have like solid pieces, and I feel like let me rephrase that. They are a good team. I don't think they're this crazy great team. I think they're an okay team. I think we beat them. I think at this point, Drew Lock's the quarterback instead of Geno. And we beat Seattle for the first time in a long time. Josh, what do you got?
So coming into the year, I had us losing this game, and I still do. We don't travel to Seattle well. I could see this being a game we look past or just don't get up for, especially after this, like the 5-game stretch it'll have been before that with the Cowboys twice, Chiefs, Bills, Niners. I think this is going to be our last loss of the entire season, though, including the playoffs. So,
hell yeah, I like that little last part you threw in there. My guy. All right, Bryce, what's your pick here?
I'm gonna stay on the same topic that I had as during the preseason. We never play well in Seattle. I don't think we're ever going to play well in Seattle. I think this is one of them games where it feels like just nothing is going right.
Like the
Like,
Jets game.
yeah, like there's nothing that you can do that is just nothing can go right. I think it's one of them games where your opposing quarterback is just kind of lights out, and you look up at like halftime, and the bitch is like 14 for 15 with like 180 yards and a touchdown or something. Might be one of them games. It just feels this game feels almost like not like a trap game because it can't be a trap if there's nothing really coming after it. But I don't know. I just we never play well in Seattle, dude. And especially like because every time we go to Seattle, we wear that white on white. And it always feels like if we're in Seattle and wearing white on white, we're gonna get our ass beat. It just never seems like it's gonna work. I don't know. I'm a big person when it comes to like superstitions and uh stuff like that. So I don't know. It's just we never play good in Seattle. So I have this one as a loss.
All right. So at this point, me and Bryce are going into the Giants game, 12-2. Josh is going in 11-3. Anybody think we're going to lose the Giants?
Nope.
All right, moving on.
Yeah, I always want to say though, it's kind of weird that we play the Giants weeks 15 and 17. Like by then the season, like for us especially, it's like pretty much decided for us. Like it's kind of weird that we don't play any meaningful games against the Giants.
Right. And that is weird. I don't know why. I don't like that they're doing that. I also don't like that we played the Commanders like back to back like that too.
Right.
I think
Flip 'em.
yeah, I think it should be even. But whatever. They make the schedule. It is what it is. We have the Cardinals. Jonathan Gannon comes back to Philly. Does he get a standing ovation? Or does he get booed the fuck out of the building?
I'd be very surprised if they let him through fucking security.
Remember that point where he was like, people liked him because he's like, I forgot what he did, but he pulled up in that truck, and they're like, he was
We're
like,
gonna beat the fucking yeah. No. No, I don't think he said that, but he said we're gonna beat the fuck out of these guys or something like that. I don't know.
And then people loved him for a minute there, and then 2 weeks later, we all
Well,
hate
I'll
him.
give it to him. I'll give it to him. Between the Giants and 49ers game, I can't remember the total of points we held him to, but pretty sure there were 7, and Giants scored 7, correct, in that division round.
I think so. Yeah, it was 38-7.
Yeah, and then 49ers only scored 7. So we held those two teams to 14 points, and we put up close to 60 or above 60, over 60. So, I mean,
Fuck him.
I'll give him credit for a little bit of the playoffs.
No, fuck him. He's ass. I got us winning this game.
I hope he gets chunked.
All right. Hell yeah. Bryce, do you think we win that game?
Yeah, by a lot.
All right. And then Josh.
I think we win by a lot, yeah.
Last game in New Jersey because it's not actually New York. I
hate that fucking field, dude.
I have us going in at 14-2. This all depends on where the lines are at, because I think the lines at this point could probably get the 1 seed just because if they play. However, the Justin Field led Bears almost beat them. They didn't. So we're either going to finish. To me, we're either going to finish 14-2, or we're going to finish 14-3. There's also a chance that when we rest our backups this game, that we actually beat the Giants
Starters.
So we might be 14-2 regardless.
Yeah.
Or 15-2. So I'm gonna have win slash.
You might be in fucking trouble, bud.
Yeah. But there's also a chance Tyrod Taylor comes back, or Tyrod Taylor. Sorry. I know you like your name pronounced the right way. Apologies, sir. But I'll have a W/L for that game. Josh, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that's going to be a win for sure, even if we have to play backups.
Win. And then Bryce.
How disrespectful that'd be, though.
It'd be funny.
No, I got it as a win, man. I think we still win. But I hate that field, bro, and it especially scares me that we're playing on it one game before the playoffs because it always seems like somebody gets fucking hurt on that field.
Yeah. So yeah, rest them. So with that being said, in conclusion, I'm gonna give us a loss just because I'm just gonna pick one. We'll say loss because we're already gonna have it wrapped up. And I think that Marcus Mariota just shits the bed. So I have us going 14-3, Josh 14-3, and then Bryce has us at 15-2.
That's what I had us at the beginning of the year.
Oh damn! Look at that. So there it is. If that happens, should be the 1 seed. Should be the 1 seed. But like I said, I'm super excited for the rest of the schedule because yes, it's tough, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to see where the Eagles are at. All
I'm
right, who's
excited
ready?
for this. I'm excited for this big gauntlet that they talk about. I'm just excited to see some meaningful fucking football games being. It's like some big time prime time games being played.
Yeah, I'm ready for the damn Eagles 49ers game. I don't care about anything else. Give me that game. And if you can, flex it to Sunday night, not Monday night, Sunday night.
Yeah, if it's Monday night, we're in trouble.
But yeah, we will have to make something happen at that point. But who's ready for some awards?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. All right, so we got a couple of different awards. And we will go through them as the time comes, and I'll explain the ones that just might not make sense. But this one is simple. Offensive MVP. Does anybody have any other person besides AJ Brown at this point? All right, who do you got?
I had Jalen Hurts.
All right, that's fair. That's a fair assumption. But unfortunately, for an award show, we have to have a unanimous decision here. So you got to talk me and Josh off of AJ Brown, and don't tell me it's because he's a quarterback.
No, it's not that. But as much as us as Eagles fans, and I would consider us three super fans, like we look into analytics and pay attention around the league and everything else, just big fans of football. I From what I've seen around the league, there's not another quarterback in the league right now at this very point in time that me personally I would take over Jalen Hurts this year because of the way he's played. I understand he had a lot of stuff. The offensive game plan itself at the beginning of the year kind of shed a
Ass.
bad it shed a bad light onto Jalen, if that makes sense. And I understand his turnover numbers are kind of high, but all us three know there's a quite a big handful of those turnovers were fluky. They weren't. I mean, I understand they're still turnovers, but he's not turning over the ball in meaningful situations, and especially like when they're trailing, or if they're in a game winning situation or trailing in a situation, he's the best quarterback in the league, and his stats at that prove it. He has the highest passer rating when trailing. He's got the highest completion percentage when trailing. He's just a leader all around. I wouldn't take anybody else over him. To me, he's a clear cut. He's the MVP right now of the National Football League.
Yep. So your point about turnovers, I agree, but at the same time, they are turnovers, and he had a lot of them in a short span. So that's what's going to punish him, at least in my eyes, for that. Eddie Brown had a fucking run, and yes, we're talking about midseason awards. So like his run in the first half of the season, crazy, right? I mean, let's be honest, it was amazing. So that's why I'm giving it to AJ because AJ carried the team while Jalen was kind of figuring it out. AJ was consistent every game besides the first two. After those first two games, it was AJ Brown show from there on out.
Would you agree that Jalen in the second half of the Cowboys game won us that game?
I mean, I feel like he didn't really have a chance to do anything in the second half though. But like we're playing super like soft. Like we're playing like we're playing conservative. But like that pass to Devontae.
Well, the third quarter then.
All right, yeah, third quarter, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think we saw how that second quarter ended. We we all kind of held our breath. Oh shit, we lost our quarterback for the year. But man, he comes out like nothing's wrong, and he leads that team down the field and throws a absolute fucking dime to Devontae Smith. I mean, he took charge of that team, and even that team respects him. That team goes with him. Jordan Mailata even said it in that post game press conference. He said Jalen came in, cussed me out, and he said I listened. He said because I knew that I wasn't playing to the standard that needed to be played to. So he said me and him have that relationship where he can come and tell me I'm playing like shit and got to clean it up. So I mean that shows though as what kind of character that Jalen Hurts has, which is it's very cool to see from a guy so young still.
I think that I feel like Jalen can be the MVP in the season, but for right now, I think you have to go with AJ though.
I respect it.
You're not changing your mind, are you?
Nope.
All right. This is where I'll lay down the hammer as the guy that runs the shit. AJ Brown is our midseason MVP. And sorry about it, buddy. Maybe at the end of the year. Next one is the defensive MVP. Josh, who do you think is the defensive MVP so far?
Defensive MVP, it's tough to say. I think I want to say Jalen Carter.
I don't know who else you give it to.
Yeah, honestly, don't know who else
I have no idea.
I think I have one other guy in mind, but I'm going to say Jalen Carter because I'll save who else it might be for you.
I have Josh Sweat.
Okay.
I like that one.
I like that, but and also I feel like Jalen Carter might win another award that we have.
Yeah.
So
by default, pretty much.
By default,
Jalen Carter might win an NFL award this year.
You might win the real thing. Something more meaningful. The paper handouts we're going to give out to them. We're going to mail it to the Eagles and
send it to the NovaCare Center.
We got an award for you. Come here.
Turn into a paper airplane and throw it on the field. Yeah, so I like the Josh Sweat pick. I don't know. I still just got to say Jalen. I got to say Jalen.
No, that's fine.
Quick question: are we going to have a most improved here?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then that strays away from my answer. Then I'm gonna go with Jalen Carter as defensive player of the year so far. What he's doing right now as a rookie is pretty unheard of. I've never seen a rookie defensive tackle command triple teams before in a game, so that kind of stood out to me. And just his sheer quarterback pressures and hurries alone, he's stacking up as like the top 1% of the league. Him, Aaron Donald, he's on the same tier list as Aaron Donald and Chris Jones.
All right. Well, I want to put out there my pick was Josh Sweat. Josh Sweat has done everything right this year. He's great like stopping the run. He's great at getting the passer. He's great at everything. He's by far, in my opinion, the best player on defense. But it's hard to argue the facts that Jalen Carter is doing Jalen Carter things. So I will step back and say, hey, not a bad pick. So we will move on.
Also, wouldn't mind if somebody said Reddick, but
I think he's same boat as Jalen.
He's had what 6 sacks in the last 7 games.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's coming in strong.
That's crazy.
Second half of this,
I think same statement applies with him as it does like Jalen Hurts. Is like he started off a little slow, and then I picked it up. So congrats, Jalen Carter. You will receive a paper handout. Rookie of the year for offense. There is really nobody to pick from here. So congrats to Tyler Steen for playing a couple snaps. You got the award, baby. We're gonna give you a paper handout as well. So
hey,
look out for that.
Tyler, if you're listening, Way to keep your fucking head on the swivel and pick up that fumble.
Yes,
Good
sir.
shit,
Thank
big
you.
boy.
You saved the game, baby. But all right. Steen, congratulations. Defensive rookie of the year. This one's quick. Jalen Carter, right?
Yep.
All right. Sidney Brown, you've been cool. The big hit on Terry McLaurin. I saw it live. I was happy. That was awesome. That was awesome to watch. Eli Ricks, I like you.
Let's step it up.
Yeah, step it up a little bit.
Let's step it up, dog.
Um,
Keely Ringo, where you at?
do your thing on special teams, baby. Work
Yeah.
on your craft. But congrats Jalen Carter for winning a second award. Be on the lookout for 2 handouts. Yeah, clap it up for him. Yeah, big claps. Next up, I got the most improved on offense. Offense. Who could possibly be most improved here?
I got one in my mind.
Who?
Mine's gonna be Landon Dickerson.
I feel like hard to be improved from.
Well, if you watched a little bit last year, he kind of struggled in pass protection a little bit last year. And this year he's absolutely turned a complete 180 from last year. It wouldn't be crazy to say that he's been our best offensive lineman so far, our most solid and consistent one. I understand Jordan Mailata he's kind of skyrocketed as of late. It's weird because he's getting better every single year of his career, and I think that's the same thing that's happening with Landon Dickerson. This is Landon's 3rd year, correct? Yeah. So Landon came out of college as a outstanding run blocker, just a mauler, road grader type, and now he's doing that plus being an excellent pass blocking guard. It wouldn't be a shock to me if the Eagles got 4 out of 5 players on the offensive line as all pros candidates. But yeah, Landon Dickerson is my most improved on the offense.
I don't really have another person to offer. Yeah. So
Yeah.
You could say Jordan Mailata because I mean he's improving, but I wouldn't say most improved though. Like most improved, like you're taking like a giant leap from somewhere else.
there's not really a
That's what I'm
candidate.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know what, Bryce, you have us an answer. Me and Josh don't really have an answer. Leonard Dickerson, we'll see you in 2 weeks, baby. Be on the lookout.
I gotta say, the fact that when we were trying to think of candidates, 2 of them are offensive linemen. I just wanted to say for the 100th time, shout out Jeff Stoutland.
When you're
You're the MVP.
the real MVP of this.
Yeah. Congrats on your piece of paper.
I feel like we have to. I feel like since we got this little running joke going, I feel like we have to actually print papers out. Hey, could you give this? Could you give this to Landon, please?
Yeah, we will. We'll give that. He'll probably be like, "Why am I most improved?" Well, buddy, the offense was always good. All right, most improved on defense. I feel like there's 1 person. There's 2 people you could possibly put up there. I think. My pick is Jordan Davis, but I feel like Reed Blankenship could be.
Those were my 2
there too.
Yeah, it's definitely Jordan for me, but it's the only other one who came to mind at all.
Yeah. Big Jordan,
big dog.
we love you. Stay healthy, baby. I know your hamstring's been bothering you for the past 2 weeks. Hope you're healthy. Hope you're ready to.
I thought he tore that shit off the bone after chasing down one of those plays in Dallas. That Dallas game, I was like, he tried to stand back up, and he was like, "Oh no!" You could see him grab it, and he was like, "No, come get me, fuck this."
But yeah, nobody else really to hand this one out to. The jump from year 1 to year 2 has been a awesome thing to watch, and we're so glad you're an Eagle, and
hope you're an Eagles for years to come.
You and Jalen, baby. You and Jalen. All right. Congrats on a piece of paper, man. It's gonna be awesome. Hang that shit up whenever you get it too. Don't just throw it away. been handcrafted by me. Don't fucking waste my time. All right.
See it like hanging in their lockers when they do interviews.
Dude,
Yeah,
that bro, that'd be a
That'd be
little
awesome.
wild to see.
I cry. All right. Next award I got is the Lookout Award, which is just basically like who's flying under the radar on both offense and defense that we should keep an eye on for the second half of the year. My Lookout Award on offense, my pick is probably going to be Julio.
Wow.
I think it's going to be
Okay.
Julio. I think it's going to be Julio.
Okay.
don't-
Can you give us
I don't
reasoning
hate
for
it.
that?
I don't think Quez is coming back. I don't think Quez will. I think Quez played his last down as the Eagle. I don't think he's ever going to come back unless something drastic. I think God is right. Because if that was Julio in an Eagle jersey last year, we have a ring. We have another ring. But we're done talking about that game. I think Julio steps up and I believe he's not like a big piece to this puzzle, but he is like an important piece, like one of those final pieces that completes it. I think that's going to be him, and I think you guys keep an eye on him. I feel like especially with Dallas Goedert being out, the third option is now open, and I feel like it's going to be him. I hope it is, and it'd make me really happy. Bryce, who do you think we should look out for?
Let me think here.
Actually, hold on. Fuck Julio. Rashad Penny. Give it to me. Give it to me.
I don't think we see that motherfucker, dude.
All right. We'll give it to Julio then. I'll give it to Julio. All right. Who do you got, Bryce?
So it's weird to me. I understand the terms of this award, but lookout award almost establishes like you haven't done shit all year, pretty much. Correct?
Julio only caught like a
I
couple
understand
balls.
that's why it's throwing me off. Is because he's
Well, he can't be like
Really
look
been
out
here.
for AJ because he's gonna
No.
catch more balls than ever.
See,
holy
that's why it's confusing me because like I was gonna say Devontae Smith,
That's what I was gonna say.
but I wouldn't consider him a lookout because he's there.
No, it could be him because he hasn't had his first half wasn't like the greatest thing in the world. So it could be him. I was thinking a little deeper, but if you want to give that
overall, it's been like I wouldn't say disappointing, but like he hasn't. Like a lot of us expected him to be like a top 10 or
Fucking give me Albert Okwuegbunam.
you're not going to see him either. You're not
something.
going to put him out there, even though I don't know if you saw that play on Twitter, but like where he just shoved dude off and he's wide ass open. Hey.
No, I'm just kidding. Give me Smitty. I think Smitty he's got a big second half in the year, and it might start tomorrow. Honestly,
I hope so.
Is that who you're going with?
Nice.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Smitty.
Yeah.
Josh, you too?
Smitty, definitely.
All right. Well,
I like Julio. I like that pick, but I think Devontae's going to have a massive second half of the season. And we got to watch out.
I think with Dallas Goedert being out, I think he will shine because he shined last year with Dallas Goedert with him out as well. So I guess we'll give it to Smitty. Hey buddy, paper's coming in the mail. Congratulations. Congratulations.
I gotta go out here for hands.
Yeah. Look out award for defense.
This one is a little bit more intriguing. You've got several people that you could say here.
Kevin Byard.
Is that who you're rolling with?
No.
I got one.
I like that.
I'll let you go first though. I'll let you go first because I got like 4 people in mind.
We can see. I'm gonna shine a little light on somebody who I think we haven't shined enough on. Be on the lookout for fucking Zach Cunningham. Make a few more plays here in the second half of the year. That dude has been our best linebacker, hands down. Like to me, it's not close. He flipped Dak on his fucking head last week. I thought that was the coolest shit I've ever seen. That was like the most early 2000s football I've seen in a long time.
That'll be in sports bars in Philly for the rest of the time.
Yeah. So I'd say be on the lookout for Zach. I'm gonna give you your flowers, buddy. You've kind of went unsung besides on this podcast, because I think we've talked about our linebackers. Feels like a lot, but you're not getting a lot of credit in the media, and I'll give you the you're my candidate for Lookout Award.
So here's my thinking. I had Zach Cunningham, I had Nicholas Morrow, I had Kevin Byard, and I had Bradley Roby. Bradley Roby we haven't seen enough of to kind of be like, hey, look out for him. We don't know if he's going to be worth anything. So I'm going to take him out. Kevin Byard was my initial pick because like we know who Kevin Byard is. He was an all-pro safety twice. Yes, this a couple years ago, but like, does he have juice left? And if he does, fucking look out because that's a stud. Nicholas Morrow, I feel like has not been bad at all. I feel like he's been good. He's been better than Kobe Dean has been. So like he has plenty of playing time. Look out for him too. So Josh, who do you think who will be your lookout player? And from there we'll hand out the what?
This was my perfect time to shout out my boy, dude.
Oh my god! I just realized something. I lied this whole time. When I was coming up with these list, it was Milton Williams I was going to be on the lookout for.
God, dude.
No, I swear
I'm
to God.
so sorry.
I swear to God, when I made this list of awards, that was the award for him.
Oh, dude, I am fucking disgusted with myself, dude.
Big Milt, this one's for you.
Yeah, Milt, fuck you, Zach. Milt.
Yeah, Zach, you've been solid. Big Milt has been solid as well, but he's been flying under the radar because Jordan Davis, you got Jalen Carter, you got Fletcher Cox, you got Sean Reddick, you got Josh Sweat on the line. But Big Milt's in the middle there. He's ready to fucking tear your quarterback's head off.
Let's go, baby. Hey, I give it to you, Milt. You have battled through some pretty gruesome injuries this year. Like he's had like back-to-back injuries. But man, you're as solid as they come, dude. I mean, let's be real here, Big Milt would be starting on any other defensive line rotation in the NFL right now.
Oh yeah, it would.
That's my guy, man. This dates all the way back to last year when I went to Philadelphia. I've become the biggest Milton Williams hype beast there is. But yeah, this is the best award that for Milton Williams right now. Be on the lookout for Big Milt.
All right, Josh. It doesn't matter what you pick, but we're gonna give you a chance to shine anyway. Who is your lookout player on defense?
Milton Williams aside, I was going to say Kevin Byard.
Damn. I was going to say, I thought he was going to say it's got to be Milt.
I think he's got some juice left in the tank. So I think that he's going to show us something in the second half of the season.
Yeah, I'm mad at myself because I forgot about that because like you didn't go Milt Williams, so I completely forgot too. So hey, Big Milt, this one's for you.
This one's for you, big boy. Let's go, man.
Bryce is going to call you out again this year. You're getting a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Little paper airplane action, baby. Just catch it and hang it up. Means a lot to us that we have you, and it would mean a lot to us if you kept that thing.
Dude, I'm gonna be absolutely fucking heartbroken if Milton Williams leaves this team. Oh my god.
As it should be. All right. Next one. We got two more to go. For offense and defense. We got a couple of team ones. Then we're gonna wrap this up. Biggest disappointment on offense. I got
two people, yeah.
Two people.
Yeah.
You
got Quez and you got Rashad.
Yep. Oh, I'm not
100%.
Hey, lucky Rashad just hasn't had a chance to shine, baby.
He has, and he had done nothing with it.
He's done better than Kenneth Gainwell. That's my pick.
I mean, I could get behind that one too.
Kenny's ass. Remember last year in the Giants game in the playoff? He run all over them. What has he done this year? Not shit. Texting fucking at halftime. Guys self in trouble.
But I don't I don't know. To me, it's Rashad because they're like the high hopes of him and DeAndre being a 1 and 2 coming in, and I guess you ain't got it enough anymore. So it's like it's so bad that you're a healthy scratch. That's not very good.
I don't agree, but all right. Josh, who's your pick?
Yeah, I want to say Quez Watkins, but I also think Rashad Penny's been a bigger disappointment.
No, fuck that. Just go
You give it to
Quez.
Quez. Fuck
Go
him.
Quez. I
Yeah.
mean, we gotta
Yeah.
we gotta sign some shit light on that guy at least somewhere.
Yeah, fuck him. He's been ass. I had high hopes from last year, and then this year I still had a little bit of hope because coming into camp, people were like, Quez is going to do his thing this year. Quez his ass. Can't wait for him to be gone. Hey Quez, you're going to get a piece of paper, but it's going to have a hot steaming pile of shit coming your way too. So prepare for that. Your ass. Biggest disappointment on defense. There's two people in mind. One of them was James Bradbury. The other one is Derek Barnett. And
What?
What?
How could Derek Barnett be a disappointment when I didn't have high expectations for him in the first
because
place?
he's still on the team.
I'm very disappointed that he is on the team. Yeah.
That's a disappointment in Howie Roseman. Then
No, I don't give a shit. He convinced them somehow to keep him on the team. Fuck him.
the motherfucker's got blackmail on Howie Roseman.
There's something.
It has to, yeah. I guess it can be James Bradbury, but I have hopes that he can pick it up. What about you, Bryce?
I got Darius Slay actually.
Darius Slay's not been bad. I don't know what.
Don't give me that shit,
I don't know
Chase,
what
because
you're watching,
you
dude.
yourself have said in previous episodes, like Darius Slay's been kind of cooked lately.
Yeah,
I mean,
but like I think this past bye week, I watched all 22 on every game, and Darius Slay hasn't been bad. He's been the best defensive back we had.
What's that saying though?
The bar is not that high. let's be clear here. But he's been the best one we got. And the only thing I will say that I give him shit for is like, he's big play slave, but like where's the big plays at? It's just like
he started hot. He started real hot this year. Had a pick six in like the first defensive possession, it felt like, but
I'm going James Bradbury. You're going Darius Slay.
I hate to throw Shea James's way. So
he's been asked. He's cooked. He's done. He'll be back.
Say Darius is cooked.
All right, Josh, it's up to you now.
We're going a different direction.
Oh boy.
Oh, here we go.
Oh wait, go ahead. I think I might know where you're at. Go for it.
Thinking somebody who I had very high expectations for, and still do for his career.
Yep.
But
where are you going? Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
I've lost all expectations.
No, I've changed my mind.
Well, that's even more so. I mean, so if he had high expectations and he has been bad enough this first half of the season to,
there are some people in this world that called him the next Ray Lewis.
Somebody,
it'd be somebody on this podcast.
There are some people that have super high expectations for him. Wherever I'm at your screen, yeah, you can point at me. Whichever way you want.
Somewhere around here.
Yeah. I think my answer changed to Nakobe Dean. He got.
Yeah, you're right. I'm changing mine too.
Yeah, I mean, it's not to say that he's bad or like his career's done.
It's
he's
cooked, bro.
No, okay, all right, we're not going to do that. I have his signed card. We're not doing that.
But he will get a piece of paper in 2 weeks.
I think next year will be his make or break year, and I hope that he gets another chance, and I hope he actually takes advantage of it. But I think his problem is that he is only a 2-down linebacker, and as soon as that quarterback drops back, he's cooked right now. So if he can figure that part out, he'll be fine. But if not, oh boy. That card up there is going to be worth fucking 2 cents. So Nakobe Dean, congrats on your award, pal. We'll be seeing you. Clap it up for Nakobe Dean, everybody. It might be his only award he wins in his career, courtesy of the Linc Lineup. All right, last award is biggest surprise for offense.
Damn.
I'm gonna be honest. I want to say my biggest surprise is AJ Brown, but not because like I expected him. It's just like I haven't expected him to be this good. Like this is like elite level player.
That's historic stuff, is what he's doing.
Yeah. Like I expected him to be. I think he's like a top 5 receiver. Now he's like a certified top 5 receiver. If you would have said that at the beginning of the year, people will give you some pushback. But I feel like now you can be like, yeah, AJ is a top 5 receiver, and 99% of the people in the NFL
he's top
community,
30, but
Well, yeah, that you might get some pushback on, but
Name me somebody else besides Justin Jefferson and Tyreek Hill who you would take over AJ Brown.
this isn't about me. This is about
I'm not
Dallas
saying it's
Stars.
about you. I'm saying give me just somebody
Uh,
examples.
some people would say CD Lamb.
I don't see it.
Some people would say Jamar Chase still.
Don't see it.
Some people would say Amon-Ra St. Brown.
So that person's smoking crack.
Some people would even say Cooper Kupp.
That guy just tore his fucking ankle apart.
Some people might say Devontae Adams.
Yeah, we know.
That's the only one that I was thinking that you could throw still up there still.
But before the season, people would have given you pushback, probably even like I don't know, well before the top 5. More people would have given you pushback.
So that is definitely my pick for offense. Bryce, who you picking?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably AJ. Because like you described it, we all knew the caliber player he was. But this is a complete different kind of caliber. This is like playing like the top receiver in the NFL kind of caliber. So that's my surprise.
He might go down as greatest of all time. Josh, are you riding with AJ Brown as well, or?
Yeah, I mean, the only other person who could have made an argument if they kept it up was DeAndre Swift, but he didn't. It's kind of interesting. Like, it feels like AJ Brown took a leap forward that like we thought Devontae Smith was going to take, but he was already the better receiver. He just got that much better, or he's performing that much better. I don't know, like how much he's personally improved, but
yeah, it was like it's like AJ took like it went to another gear that we didn't know was there, and
yeah.
Oh man, if Devontae could get up there too, woo man, what a tandem we would have in Philly.
He's got it in him. I know he does.
I know he does too.
That Washington game last year in Washington, I was like, this is a different kind of fucking ball player right here, dude. Like I ain't seen some shit like this in a minute. Right, yeah. Just his ability to track a deep ball it's crazy to me. Bro, some of the catches he makes, bro, is like, what in the hell?
His ability to track it, his footwork, his route running,
especially on the sideline. Oh my god!
Just,
yep.
Do we still believe that Devontae is probably the more talented receiver than AJ? Like as a receiver wise, or
no? I think he's a better route runner, but no. Everything else is AJ.
Everything else?
I'm trying to think of like
the physicality adds so much.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing I feel like AJ lives on.
AJ's built like he's
AJ's built like he should be playing on the defensive side of the football,
but it's all right,
it's a good problem.
I think AJ's positives and Devontae's positives kind of stack up well against each other, but their negatives, I think. What's weird because I can't really think of a negative for either one of them. I can't.
Devontae's negative is just like he's so skinny, like you kind of get worried sometimes. AJ's
might be AJ's. I don't know what AJ's top end speed, probably.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Devontae definitely gets checked the line sometimes by bigger guys. He will get checked, and he has a hard time breaking away from the press. But if you give him a space, though, he's going to get you alive.
Yeah, and it's the complete other opposite from AJ.
Yeah.
If you press AJ, you're gonna have problems getting your hands on him for one.
Absolutely. So,
but what a time to be alive that we got on the same team. So
exactly. Congrats to AJ Brown for winning his second award on the show. Hey, hang him up, baby. Hang him up. This is better than what you can get from the NFL. All right. Defense, biggest surprise. Defense is fun because there are many, many ways to go about this. I'm going to give. Actually, you know what, Josh? Josh, you go first. Then I want to follow up with mine.
My biggest surprise on defense, I gotta say Zach Cunningham. He's just been super solid. He's been definitely our best linebacker. And I wasn't. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't sure when we signed him. I knew, we needed linebacker depth there. That was our weakest position at the time. But yeah, I think he's been the biggest surprise. I think he's been really good.
All right, Bryce. But
I'm
yeah,
gonna go in the same direction. I think it is Zach Cunningham. We kind of talked about it a little bit on the show when we signed him. Him and Miles Jack kind of compared the two. Which one was the better player overall for their career? I said Zach Cunningham was overall the better player throughout their career, but I didn't know what he still had left in the tank. It's pretty intimate that he's still,
the tank is still full, baby.
yeah, he's still got enough to be a very solid linebacker in this league. Pretty sure he leads the league, leads the team in tackles. So it's very pleasant to see that we signed somebody with some capability.
Gotcha. So my answer is Zach Cunningham, but with a twist. I'm gonna throw on Nicholas Morrow in there as well, because at the beginning of the year, we were like, the linebackers might be ass. They might be like straight ass. And Nicholas Morrow wasn't even on the team at that point. And for those two to be good, like super solid, and there are some hiccups in pass coverage with like Zach Cunningham, because if you watch the Dallas game, he got torched a couple plays, but sometimes he will either throw the player in coverage like straight to the shadow realm, or the guy is like 10 yards behind him. So it's one of the two with him. And just to be here and be like, we have two solid pieces at linebacker. I'm gonna give it to them both. Just so we can have a little extra piece of paper for Nicholas Morrow to say, hey, buddy, we appreciate you. That 3-sack game, we will never forget it. I remember exactly where I was. I'm going to tell my grandkids about it whenever the time comes. So I am overruling you guys' picks. I'm going to throw in Nicholas Morrow in there as well. So congratulations to the biggest surprise on defense co-winners, Zach Cunningham and Nicholas Morrow. Congratulations, boys. Can't wait to give it to
Good
you.
job, fellas.
There is going to be two pieces of paper, and you both will get one. So, congrats. Yeah. Oh man. This next one's gonna be fun. Best play of the year so far. We've had a couple good plays this year. My best play is gonna be the AJ Brown touchdown in Washington, the one-handed one. It was beautiful. It was a thing of beauty to watch. My viewpoint of it was I saw AJ stick his big ass glove out there, and the ball didn't go past his hand, and the guy stuck there, and beautiful. So that's my pick. Bryce, do you have a play of the year play that stuck out to you?
It's the play that sent Emmanuel Forbes into fucking the laughing stock of Twitter. It's the AJ Brown touchdown in Philadelphia. Set the ball in his lap. Pretty sure we tweeted out, or Chase tweeted out on the account. Emmanuel Forbes, get your weight up, little ass boy. And yeah, that's my play of the year.
To be fair, Emmanuel Forbes had a wonderful, wonderful game against none other than Jalen Reagor, and so that guy's confidence up, because I remember watching Red Zone. He was doing like this number right here. Reminded me a whole lot of another Eagles cornerback from a while ago. Yep.
The ghost of Jalen Mills lives on.
Yeah. So that was that. Yep. But Josh, what is your best play of the year?
I don't know. Honestly, when you first asked, the AJ one-handed touchdown catch came to mind. I don't know. I feel like I might stick with that. I feel like that was.
I love it.
It was a nice catch.
So
you got some honorable
I'm trying to
mentions
think
for
if
it?
yes, you got some honorable mentions?
I was gonna say the Jalen Carter sack against Matthew Stafford.
I'm
There was
trying
no
to think of
like
defense.
situational kind of thing to it, but it's just the way that he got that sack. he beat the guard pretty bad, and his closing speed was pretty crazy. And it was exciting to see him get like an actual sack instead of the one where his first career sack was in the first game, and he was getting blocked, and Mac Jones tried to step up, and he just kind of stuck his arm out and fell on him. But that one actually he whooped somebody and got back there. So
The Darius Slay pick 6 was pretty cool.
yeah. Oh, the Tampa safety was pretty exciting, I thought. That may have been because we was there.
Wait, are we doing offense and defense right now?
Yeah, it's for both. Yeah, it just says it's a team award.
I liked Jalen Carter's the punch out fumble against Tampa.
Oh yeah,
damn.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, he
that was a good one.
He knocked homeboy's fucking block off. He punched the fuck out of him, dude.
I would hate to be that ball.
Yeah.
That's my face.
If you ever if you watched it in slow motion, it looked like Rashad White went fucking limp for a second.
that shit probably hurt. Yeah. But I think so. We're gonna go with the AJ one, or you guys switch it up?
We can go with the one-handed one, but
yeah,
I thought the Emmanuel Flores one was pretty cool too.
All right,
either way, it's AJ.
Oh, he's actually done that twice, hasn't he?
Yeah,
because he did it in Washington too.
Well, let's give AJ Brown catches against Washington as best player so far. Hey AJ, man, we're gonna run on the ink, giving you these awards, but we're gonna give them to you anyway.
Okay.
So congrats to AJ Brown once again. Bring another award from the Linc Lineup. 2 more to go, and then this long episode will be over. Thank you for listening, because it's been a minute. Best win. I feel like it could go one or two ways. You can either go Dolphins or you can go Cowboys. I'm gonna go Cowboys just because it was a divisional rival, and if we lose that game, our season is totally different. And this show, the mood and all, completely different than what it is now. So I'm gonna go with the Dallas game. I know Bryce is probably going to say the opposite one, but go get it, Bryce.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Dolphins game. For one, it was a big primetime game in itself, but you were coming off a loss right then, pretty ugly loss. So that was a game you definitely had to get up for, and that was going against a team that had some pretty serious weapons you had to defend. So plus the Dolphins at the time were extremely hyped up within the media. So to me, that was a big win.
Josh, break the tie or mess up the whole thing. Go for it.
No, I am going to break the tie here. I have to say the Dolphins. I felt like, especially coming off the loss, it felt like that was our real first test of the season.
Chase hated
we got up for it.
hated being left out right there.
Yeah, it felt like it was our first real test, and we were up for it, and that definitely instilled a lot of confidence in me.
Plus, it was Kelly
Green for the rest
Green's.
of the team, and it was Kelly Green's. So that was.
I don't know why they didn't wear him for the 49ers game. That'd been a great game to wear him. But it is what it is.
If I think it'd been cool if 49ers wore the candlestick jerseys too.
Fuck that. Fuck that. All right, best win. Congrats to the Eagles. Congrats to the Eagles. Wrap it up. Josh, you're still with us, buddy? That might be a negative. Oh, he's back. Hello.
I'm back. Hello.
All right, welcome back. All right, last one. The biggest, I guess, game-changing moment at any point this season.
Ooh.
Whenever I talked to Bryce before Josh hopped on, I didn't have one, and then I thought to myself, there are a couple, and all I could think of are defense ones. You got Hassan Reddick getting all those like closing sacks. You got BG getting the 2 sacks against Dallas. You also got BG chasing Dak Prescott to where he has to step out of bounds. So there's a lot. Offensively, you can take the cheap way out, pick an offensive play, AJ got a touchdown. Yeah, fucking cool. That's game changing, all right. But I mean, Hassan Reddick closed the game out by sacking a quarterback, That's game changing.
I got a specific one.
Go for it.
Reed Blankenship sacrificing his arm for
Oh, yeah,
Terry
wins.
McLaurin stepping out of bounds.
That'll be my pick. You brought that one up.
Yep.
That one's gonna be my pick. I didn't even think about that one.
Yeah,
Hey, big brain. Reed, you sacrificed your left arm, buddy.
This award will not go to Reed Blankenship. It'll go to Reed's arm specifically. That's what's going to read. A lot of reads right there. But yeah. Josh, do you have any other counter argument for Reed's arm?
Oh, I can't. There's no way.
I mean, that was a big play.
Congratulations, right Reed Blankenship's arm.
Yeah. Great from Middle Tennessee University.
Yeah.
Congrats. We mean it.
As soon as you said that, I was sitting there trying to stew in my head. I'm like, what changed the whole thing of a game? I was like,
that did.
Bam, right there.
That did. Yeah, that was a good one. All right. That's the award show. Congrats to all. Paper gonna be made tomorrow at the local Walgreens. We're gonna make it official. It's gonna be like graduation day. We're gonna hand out awards.
Yeah.
Be awesome. Yeah, with that being said, that's a long episode. It was a fun episode though. So
It was.
yeah, these are fun episodes to make. We will be recording, of course, either Tuesday or Wednesday after the game because I'm not staying up recording on Monday night.
Especially if we lose, bro. I'm gonna be so fucking mad.
Yeah. We'll be recording. We'll talk about the Eagles Chiefs game, what happened. So we'll be talking about Eagles win, right, boys?
Yep.
Talking about Eagles fucking ass spanking, baby.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be back. We'll talk about that. That'll be episode 25. I got a good 25 ready and waiting whenever that time comes.
There's only one.
Yeah, there is only one. Thank you all for listening, especially on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Thank you. You guys have been solid, consistent. So if you can, just share the show with your fellow Eagles fans. If you're by yourself, I get it. You don't have to share. But if you know Eagles fans, get the word out. The birds are here. Yeah. Thanks for listening. YouTube. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. You guys suck. We got to step it up on there. That's embarrassing, quite frankly. But for that one person that keeps on coming back and watching on YouTube, you better like, you better comment, you better subscribe, and then share it with a friend because I'm about to stop fucking posting these things on YouTube. You guys are making me mad. But like I said, Spotify people, the Apple Podcast people, those people, we love you.
Y'all.
We love you. And that one guy on YouTube. Thank you. Clap it up for you, pal. You're doing your thing, buddy. But follow us on all our socials. That's a Linc Lineup. I'm doing some things on there. I'm hanging in there. But until next time, as always, go Birds.
Go Birds.